Oh my gosh, we are so excited. This evening, Ron Suskind has traveled to see us, living up in Massachusetts, working on a wonderful new app called Sidekicks, and we are just thrilled to have him here today to speak to us, to speak to our parents, to speak to some of the KidsPeace employees, clinicians, staff, and team, and some parents who have children who have autism.
We took a turn with this sixth book, opening our lives to the world, the lives of my family, writing Life Animated about the 20-year journey of my family with autism. Our youngest son is autistic. He changes when the autism hits him, but really it's about how we change, the whole family. And what's happening now is the wider world is changing. I mean, the community of people around the world who are affected by ASD, by autism. 5 million folks on the spectrum in the United States, 100 million worldwide. Of course, they all have families and friends. Those communities grow that out 2 or 3 or 4 times. That's a lot of people. And I think the power of what's happened is that my son Owen, who's 26 now, says, look, I'm different, not less.
And really looking at the folks that are in the spectrum are people who have wonderful abilities and skills and a lot to offer to their families, to their communities, and rather than looking at this as a mental illness that needs to be changed, more looking at this as a way to bring that person out and have that person become in their own way a part of their community and their family as much as they possibly can.
The passions, those intense interests that are part of autism are all seen as obsessions. They're not. Everyone agrees with us now in the community among neuroscientists, clinicians. So the question is, what do you do with that? And that's part of what we built, is a technology to harness it. And we built Sidekicks, named by my son Owen, which is really a new kind of connective technology. Simply put, when I talk or type into my phone, it comes from the voice of a character on Owen's phone. He talks just like I'm talking to you. He's got the same on my phone, and we can share any video, anything on YouTube in real time, just like we're sitting next to each other, even if he's halfway around the world. You know, one of the things we're doing here with KidsPeace is we are bringing together our might and the might of this new technology with all that KidsPeace and organizations like it have been doing for many years. KidsPeace is an early adopter. They're now going to have the first and early version of Sidekicks to find applications throughout their community because it's extraordinarily powerful.
And so I think that this affinity project and the Sidekicks app and what Mr. Suskind brings to the table is something that's so far outside the box, so revolutionary, that it's really going to be able to bring our parents and their children and their family members closer together in a way that no one has even imagined to this point.
This population with autism, and many of the folks at KidsPeace treats who are considered neurodiverse or neurodivergent, how they can live the fully realized lives that they deserve. They're yearning for it. They're crying out for it. And the question is how we allow them to turn their passion into pathways to achieve that great goal.